how are we all doing? Welcome to this new Enlight product tutorial. This new product from Enlight is called Beatleap. It's really cool. It has quite a few limitations. But yeah, let's really put it to the test here and let's really go overboard, and let me give you a full tutorial rundown of what it's all about. So as I said, it's called Beatleap. And it basically, what it does is allows you to upload a video. I'm going to do a video that's totally unedited just to show you its capabilities. Upload a video and edit the video with a few button presses. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So the only view that we've got here, really simple, is this is the home view. Top left hand side, we've got a little email button, so you can email support if you have any dramas or you got something to say. And then we've got a little plus button or a big plus button in the center. Okay, so I'm just going to click the plus button in the center there, and it takes me to my videos. I want to add this video, and I'm going to just add this one for now as well, just to show you what happens. So all your videos are here, and in the bottom you can see I've selected 2 videos. Now I can click the little cross buttons to remove that video, or over here on the right hand side I've got a you see it says mixed order over here on the left, and on the right this is the mixed order, the tab. And then I can do a custom order, so you can just drag and drop where you want these videos to what order you want them to play in. Okay, but I don't want a custom order. I'm just gonna have mixed order, and I'm gonna remove that video because I just want to use one clip that I've totally unedited. And you notice the clip was 31 seconds when I imported it. 31 seconds. Let me show you where that clip is. Up here, 33 seconds, sorry, that clip is. 33 seconds. And I'm going to import that and click next. So it's important that I emphasize that 33 seconds because I'm going to make this video a little bit longer, and you can see how it edits it and drags it out to make the video a little bit longer. So here, right away, what we can do is add music. Along the top we've got our tabs for the type of music that we want to add, and I'm just going to leave it on hits, and I'm going to, because I want this video to be upbeat a little bit, I'm gonna use this one here. You can sample the music if you want, so it lets you sample the music like so. And then I am just going to use this song here. So the reason I let that play through is just to show you there's no edit on it. There was a 33-second clip, and the music didn't necessarily match the feel of the song, but there was a part in the music, or part of the music, that did, and I'm going to show you how we get to that and how we change that in a second. So this is the basic view that we've got. And down the bottom we've got tools, edit and filters. So let's start on the left hand side with tools. So here on the tools, if I select the tools, this is where I choose my music, and it can go back to the music, and you can change the music if you want to. Again, I mentioned the tabs along the top, pick the music there if you want. Very simple. And then we can drag in more videos if we want. Click the videos and it just pulls up your videos. And then you can change the mood of the song. Do you want it to be natural, energetic, or do you want it to be the mood? Do you want it to be mellow? I want this one to be energetic. So let me just go back one there. The mood, I select energetic, and then click the little tick button in the bottom right hand corner. Okay. So that's the mood I've set. And then the duration. So remember I said this was 33 seconds long, this clip. But I'm going to use, and it gives you like Snap, 10-second story, on Insta 15 seconds, TikTok 20 seconds, popular 30 seconds, feed 45 seconds, Instagram 1 minute. So I'm going to ask it to double the duration of this video essentially. So I select Instagram and click the little tick button here. But again, you just choose what duration that you want. So here's the fade. So this is just going to choose whether it fades in, fades out, or you could just choose all. At the moment, there's none. If I select fade in and click play, you notice it just fades the video in, and then I could just select in, or I could select out, one of the two, or I could select all, which we'll do at the end, at the front and at the end. So I'm going to select none. I don't want it to fade in or out. Click the little tick button or the cross button. It doesn't matter because I've made no changes. Okay, so here, before I go to segment, let me go to format. So the format, I'm going to make it square. So I made the format square. You can make it landscape if you want, but I want to make it square. Portrait, obviously, for stories. This one's square for Insta timeline. And click the little plus button. Now, remember on the music when I said you can change where the music is. So here it gives you an audio file of the music. And obviously, just by virtue of looking at the type or how big these bars are along the bottom, will tell you the sort of feel for the music, if you like, and the intensity of the music. So I've just dragged this segment with my finger, just dragged it along. So this is the segment in which I'm going to work with. You see, it's a minute-long segment. So I'm going to use this part of the music because it's more upbeat, or this part's even more upbeat than there, and it fades out quite nicely. So I'm going to click the little plus button, the little tick button, and I'm going to play the music through just to see what it sounds like. So I think that's going to work okay, right? So I'm going to leave it as it is. Remember, I've not done anything to this video before. I'm not editing this video. I'm just asking Beatleaps to do all this for me, okay? So just be aware of that, is that if I wanted a real clean, professional cut video, I probably first and foremost wouldn't be doing it in Beatleaps. I'd be doing it in FCPX or something like that. But I think more importantly, just to highlight this, this app's ability to edit a video, I'm gonna start off with as raw as I can and get it to something looking, well, quite happy with that. Okay, so so that's the tools along the bottom. Remember, music, videos to import music or more videos, the mood, what type of mood do you want it to be, duration, how long do you want it to be, fade in or out, dark at the start, dark at the end, in or out, segment, choose the music, and then the format square, Insta or story, or landscape. And then let's go to the filters tab first, along the third one along. So here you just got some nice filters. You can just download new filters. So like this one here, you just got like this nice little frame around it. And this one's got a nice little light leak on it. Again, another frame. So these are different types of frames. And then you have like a record. So like just different overlays on the screen. And then we've got, this is, I should imagine GR is like a green type color, or a vignette around the colors. And then you've got this blue, and then let's go to the edit. So this is where the magic happens, if you like. If we play through, now you've seen what's happening, it's just going to play through. So on these little buttons here, these little circle selectors here, you know, it's just they're broken down into segments, 3 segments, and that just inserts that specific effect. It just dictates how many times it's going to. Let me show you. If I click the speed, it's going to insert these little dots. So on these little dots, the video is going to speed up a little bit. Let me play through. Let me just move along the timeline. So all it's doing is just speeding that up. And remember, it's going to play some of the clips or break it up automatically and play some of the clips over and over again, because I've asked it to be longer than what the actual video is, okay? So if we want more of the speeded up segments, and then we can have this fast cut, and cut is just going to cut from one scene to another. Let me show you. I'm going to put quite a few in. So these are the orange little segments here, okay? So it's going to mix up the speed segments with the orange segments to make it work for you. Let me show you. So you see on the orange segments now, it's just cut into a different scene. So if you wanted to jump backwards and forwards, cut between scenes quite a bit, then put more of these fast cut scenes in. And then this split, all this split is, it just splits it into segments. Let me show you, like this look. So it splits it into like 4 segments and just gives you this nice little 4 segment look. There's one down here. So it just gives you this nice little frame. So already you can see we're building up a picture here. But what I would say is, like, if you just go along and press every single one, you can very quickly make it look a complete mess. And the video is just all over the place. You lose complete track of what's going on in the video. You pay no attention to the image or to the footage. And all you're doing is your eyes are flicking backwards and forwards because there's so many things going on. So consider just the type of things that or the amount of effects that you apply to a video. So let me show you another one. So I'm just going to basically I'll apply all of them to show you what they all do. So boomerang, we all know what a boomerang does. So boomerang will just make it repeat itself, go backwards and forwards. So like we've got this little boomerang here. Let me just play that through. So you saw that little boomerang there. So one thing I forgot to, I've not mentioned yet is if I click this prism and I ask it to do 4 prisms, what's then going to happen is it's done this prism quite quick. Look, so it's made this effect quite quickly. Okay, but on some of the effects like this RGB, let me put lots of them, and then the zoom, lots of zooms, lots of hues, lots of flashes. So now we've just got all of these effects. Look how many effects there are. And my point that I'm making here is it looks a mess. You know, it doesn't look as though anything constructive is going on. It just looks a mess. So let me get rid of these flashes and let me show you how to try and make up a, because that's really simple. That's as simple as it is. That's Beatleap. That's Beatleap. You click save. That's your video done. You export the video. And I'll talk about Creative Commons licenses in a minute. So let me just remove some of these effects that's going on, and all that I'm going to use these first 4. Why am I going to use the first 4? Speed. I'm going to remove the split as well, by the way. I'm going to use 3 and then maybe 2 zooms as well. So I'm going to use the speed. So the speed and the fast cut. The speed going fast, slowing down, flicking to another scene, sort of work together. So does the boomerang, repeating a movement, and then the zoom, and those 4 I feel would work quite nicely together. And I will let it play through, and if I think there's too much of something going on, I will either add or reduce accordingly, okay? Or I think there's something missing. So that's what I generally try and do. I generally try and use a couple of things that I think will work together, and then test and adjust from there. Okay, so what do I think's going on? I think it's way too long, first and foremost. You know, it's 33 seconds, and now we're sort of dragging on for a minute, so it's way too long. So I think there's too many of the fast cuts, so I'll get rid of those fast cuts from there. And then what I will do, I will probably go back to my tools, and then the duration, and I will make it 30 seconds in duration, so that just evens the duration out nicely. It's not too much. Click the little check button there, and then the segment, you notice the intro, this part of the intro just seemed too long, so I'll just make that intro a little bit shorter, so it just comes in a little bit quicker on the upper tempo part of the song. Click the little plus button there. Now, just to complement that intro that's coming in, I'm going to have a fade in effect as well. So now let's look at that. Okay, so now what do I not like? I still don't like the duration. I still think it's too long, so I'm going to make it 20 seconds. Or should we make it 15 seconds for a story? And if we're going to make it a story, then we're going to need to change the format. So the format, we're going to make portrait. Select that. And then when I go back to my edit tools, I think there was too many fast cuts again. So I'm just going to leave 1 fast cut in there. I'm going to add another boomerang because I quite like the boomerangs. I'm going to remove some of the zoom. And I'm going to add a prism as well. So now let's have a look at it. Nice. So I think all that I want to do, I want to add another prism, remove the zoom completely, and then finally change the fade in, fade out to all. So I have a fade in at the start, I have a fade in at the end. I'll select save, really simple, and it will export it to my camera roll, and then we can just play it on our free app. And I suppose the only final thing that I've got to say is the copyright music's all from Epidemic Sound, so I'm assuming, don't quote me on this, I'm assuming that it is all copyright free. I've had no issues as yet. But if I do get any issues, I'll let you know. It is the first iteration. I'm sure things will get better from here. So so hold on and let's look forward to what Beatleap brings us. Well done, Light Tricks. Great little addition to the product lineup. Thanks a lot. Take care. Catch you all very soon.